Hi everyone, it's Brandon Gillespie here, Brandon Live. I'm here with Kay Brown. I'm going to show you in a second. If you've been watching the news, if you've paid attention to anything that's happened over the last week, you have seen her story. Most likely, she is a woman who helped out someone change their life in just a small gesture. But it was quite amazing. My mom is calling me right now. That's crazy. Hey, Mom. I have to put her on a second. But I'm going to be talking with Kay Brown. We're at a coffee shop in Harlem. Kay Brown, say hello.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Good. So, Kay, tell us about, what happened that day. You know, we live in New York City. You see homeless people on the street, unfortunately, all the time. And you can just easily become, desensitized to people who are on the street. What about that day changed your heart and your mind?
It wasn't just that day. I mean, I do a lot of volunteer stuff in general, but about that woman, I noticed. I mean, there's tons of homeless people, like Brandon said, but she was, completely barefoot, and she was right there in front of me, and even if she didn't wear the same size shoe as me, I at least wanted to ask and put out that gesture and just try if there was anything I could do. So if you think about it, what if you were the one who was walking out of the subway with bare feet in the middle of November? Wouldn't you want somebody to at least try to help you?
Mm-hmm. And so I'm on Periscope, guys, so I'm going back and forth, and you can see her. Maybe I should sit by her. Would that make sense to sit by you? Let's just sit. So I'm going to sit by Kay. I'm going to bring my tea. My tea. Now Kay's going to be by me. Hey! Okay, so what about, you said you saw her, it's November, it's cold outside, and that just
yeah, it's you have to think about can you imagine being barefoot
I can't, guys.
outside, and you don't know how long she's been barefoot, you don't know how much longer she would have had to have gone barefoot. You don't know, so you have to there was no way I wasn't going to ask her.
Right, and you said this is one of your favorite pair of boots, right?
Yeah, it was.
I know when I have favorite pairs of things, you start thinking about I don't really have to.
Yeah, and and I admit, of course, you do that, you get that gesture, but then, she was walking away, and I was like, yeah, those were my boots. And you think about it for a second, not that I regretted it, but one of those things where it's okay, well, I guess that's what it is, and you can get another pair of boots.
Right.
I'm sure I did. I got another pair of boots.
Right. And what kind of boots were they?
The ones that I had on, I think they were Aldo. And they were just little brown ankle boots, and the fall weather.
Right.
The skinny jeans.
The funny thing is about Aldo, I always call it ALDO because I think it sounds fancier.
ALDO.
I'm going to ALDO.
ALDO. See what ALDO. Get it to new SHOS.
It's funny. Okay, so were people looking at you when you were taking your shoes off? I read the story, and someone gave you an extra pair of socks. How did you feel when someone gave you those socks? And they were actually paying attention to it?
Honestly, it was so nice because, you do that random act of kindness and you pay that gesture forward, and then having somebody else pay it back forward to you so quickly is, it was so refreshing, and it's wow, already, you're something happened, and then something good happened right after that, so, it's just going to snowball effect into whatever this is now, which is awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
So going back to her reaction, when she was crying and she was just saying thank you, how did you feel in that moment?
I felt I don't know, it was a wave of emotions because I was so happy that I was able to help somebody, but at the same time I was, I don't know, I felt so bad for her, and there was I didn't know what else to do for her, but the fact that I at least gave her those shoes and she at least had another pair of shoes for however long, made me feel so good about myself, which is why, I put it on Facebook and I didn't want to at first, but it shows other people if you do something like this, other people will reach out, and then somebody else's life will change, and it's really important to show compassion towards others, because you never know when you're going to be the person on that side of the table, because it could be one of us at any point in time.
Absolutely. And Kate did something that we should always do, is like meet people where they are. I mean, she saw a need, and probably she couldn't get her off the streets, but she could give her a pair of shoes.
Exactly.
Which is what she needed. So
that was what I was going for. You killed it. That was it.
Yeah, she met, what she could do. And surely everyone doesn't have to go around giving your shoes, but if you can't give shoes, give a hug, give a smile, give encouragement.
Yeah.
Like, we all have things in our lives, in our spirits, to help others. And we don't have to give everything, but we can, just a little something, right?
And by all means, I don't have a lot of money, and I don't have like tons of possessions, but I did have that, and I knew I could sacrifice that and, help somebody who didn't have anything,
Just a little bit of sacrifice.
A little bit of sacrifice.
Go a long way. It went a long way.
Yeah.
And you went a long way, $6 to your house in white socks.
But the funniest part about that is that, so my socks weren't matching at first, and then that guy, he lives somewhere here in Harlem. I don't know, I wish so badly I could find him. I'm surprised he hasn't reached out or whatever yet. But, he gave me those 2 Nike socks, and I took a picture of it, outside. And if you look at the photo, they're clearly marked right and left, and I have them on the opposite feet.
It was opposite day.
My sock game is incredible.
Right. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to show my socks, because they're not matched either.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to go, and get out of the house. You just have to go. Who's going to be looking at your socks?
Also, nobody, I'm very simple, and I don't care. I'm just need socks. But I will match the length.
Okay.
So, if they're ankle socks, I'll wear 2 ankle socks. Or, long socks.
We're just alike. Because I won't actually match if I if I don't feel like looking for the sock. If I don't feel like looking for the match, I will match the height.
Yeah.
But I won't match
the color.
And hopefully, I'm so self-conscious on a train, that my pants, legs are down. Because sometimes it's obvious, that I'm not wearing the right
socks. And for guys, it's different. I feel like for guys, it's such a thing to have matching socks.
Right, I guess so. Or I can just say I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a hipster.
And you're so hipster, and you need to have those matching socks.
One thing about your socks, though, you didn't leave the house without heart, and that's what you showed on the tray.
Yeah,
you left the house with what you needed, which was heart. And I think that was fantastic. Okay, so when you posted this on Facebook, were you surprised at how quickly it gained so much attention across the country?
Well, I remember my roommate coming home and him being and I was like, okay, so this is what happened, and I just told him about it, and later that night, it was 2 hours later, I saw my Facebook post had 100 likes on it, and I don't get much. I mean, I post on Facebook all the time, but my like count it's not huge. Yeah. And I was like, whoa. I said to my roommate, I was like, I have 100 likes. This is crazy. I was like, what's happening? And then I woke up in the morning and I had 700 and something, and I was like, and I couldn't. I was like, this is insane.
Right.
And then I started getting little messages here and there from different people just saying hey, that was really cool, and I was like, oh, that's really nice. And so I was responding, and then it just 2 days later, I got by the end of the day Tuesday, it had 1,000.
Wow.
And then on Wednesday morning, I got a call from one of my pilots from my charity that I'm on the board of, and they're like, hey, somebody from Today is trying to get in contact with you. I was I was like, why? I was like, what did I do wrong? And so that article was posted about me on Today, and that's when everything was it went crazy. I think it has 29,000 likes at this point, and 8,000 something shares. It's out of this world. There's nothing. I've never seen this sort of action on my Facebook or any sort of my social media things ever.
So you thought you were just posting to a few friends on Facebook?
Yeah, I posted it public, but that's because I was this is the time of year, and there's so many awful things. You get on Facebook, and it's one thing after
Right.
another, and I'm like stressed out reading
Right.
all of these
Very stressed
articles.
out.
All of these
Yeah.
articles that are like, this person was murdered, this act of
Yeah.
terrorism. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, not today, Facebook. And I'm usually like off, and then, I was like, I'm gonna share something positive and just like, put it out there. Not thinking like anything would just,
Right.
and then it turned into whatever. And so it's kind of crazy.
It turned into something phenomenal. I'm gonna rig this thing and see if I can.
Rigging it.
I'm tired of holding. There we go. Don't tell me I'm not like.
That's
Yeah.
it.
There we go.
That's it. We're in. It's like 20 minutes into this.
Yeah. I put in the sugar holder. Like my phone's there. Okay. So. So yeah, you didn't anticipate any of this.
No.
Now I have to talk about. With every great thing, every good deed, you heard that phrase, and that thing goes unpunished. You've had some critics.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a ton of I've gotten some hate mail and
Hate mail. Mm-hmm. No, this is hate email.
hate Facebook messages.
Okay, because no who sings posted.
I know, like nobody says hate Facebook messages exactly, and yeah, so some people have been sending that sort of thing, and so all the articles that have been posted,
Right.
Which have been like a crazy amount. If you read the comments on them, most of them are not positive. Everything on Facebook has mainly been positive,
Right.
except those few messages, but it's the messages on like the online like articles. Don't go to Barstool and look at the comments because they're terrifying. But it's whatever.
It comes with the territory, I guess. The being public.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I'd much rather, put this out there and like put some smiles on people's faces and get whatever comes with it.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, I've had way more of a better reaction than
Right.
I have a bad. And also, like I said, I don't care. I didn't do this for.
Right. And that's always the risk of doing something nice for someone or doing something for someone else. You risk being ridiculed. You risk being mistaken for trying to get attention, and all you're trying to do is really do what you're meant to do. What we all are meant to do is help each other out. And
Exactly.
I don't see what the problem is. Maybe not everyone can share on Facebook what they do, or maybe they should, or maybe they should. But you know what? I think you've inspired so many people to step out.
Right. Yeah. And also, like, if you think about it, like, what the difference between me sharing something that made me feel good and that, made somebody else feel good, what's the difference between that and, like, somebody posting, like, hey, I got a new job promotion, or, posting something.
Right.
They're not bragging.
Right.
Like, they're not trying to, like, shove it in our face or, like, pat themselves on the back. They're just sharing something positive and being like, hey, this happened to me today, and I feel really good about it, so I want to tell you guys about it. So...
Because this is out of the ordinary. This is something extraordinary that you don't usually go around,
giving people shoes on.
and walking home barefoot. So this is something that you did. This is something that surprised you, I'm sure, and you just wanted to share. I would share. I mean, you guys know my story about, my homeless friend Mary that I've talked about, over a year. So, I mean, I've shared a lot about that, and it's definitely not, to get attention. It's definitely to just share an experience that I've been living and I have lived. So, I get it.
People should never be ashamed. You should never be ashamed to share positivity, happiness, like uplifting things.
Right.
You should never be shy to do any of that or ashamed because why? Why are we going to sit here and post all of this negative stuff and be like, here's this and this and this, and then like make everybody feel bad? Why don't you post something great and then make other people feel good?
Absolutely, make people feel good. When I say better starts here, it starts with one person at a time, and you can do it. Okay, so what's next? I heard you talking about a nonprofit that you're working on, and I've seen like J. Crew maybe helping you out and something.
Yeah, so I like I said, I work for a charity and I've done a lot of volunteering. One of my dreams for the past couple of years has been to
look at that smooth tripod move, like zoom. This is like a TV studio.
This is crazy. This is really high tech. Look at the hearts. But one of the things I've always wanted to do is start my own nonprofit. And I don't know anything about that, and I don't know how to even go about that. I never have, but you know, I've learned a lot, and now I have all this support, and I have all these people reaching out, and I want to take this media and this press that I have received now and take it and like do something great with it, and like this is the time to do it right now, is to kickstart this and go. So yeah, I'm doing a shoe drive. I don't have a date yet. I also don't have a name for my nonprofit, but I do have a lot of people wanting to donate from all over, and I have people who are willing to volunteer, and I have like photographers and people who are willing, just throwing themselves to like, you know, help me put this thing together, which is awesome. So if you're watching, thank you, you're awesome. And so yeah, we're gonna do this.
Yeah, and I mean, the helping has to continue. I mean, it's just not you know, it's so great that you help this one person.
Yeah.
There's so many people out there who are in need of stuff.
Yeah, and
especially winter. It's so cold out right now, but
it's freezing.
Snow is coming. It's coming.
And like, and yeah, this is, and I don't want to just do it. It's not just here in the city, but like all over the world, you know. And I'd be able to like, I'm going to take this one small gesture that shouldn't have like even been anything, and turn it into something really big and put shoes on everybody's feet. And I've been getting messages from like people from New Zealand and people from Scotland and Australia and the UK, like saying, hey, we love what you're doing, we heard your story. And that's crazy.
Right.
The fact that this one little act has like, you know, gone that far. But, you know, I have all these people reaching out and everybody wants to donate. So I just need to figure out how to do it.
It sounds like this one little act has jump-started your passion to help people, too.
Yeah, I mean, completely.
And almost providing you a platform that you can do that.
Which is why I'm doing it now. And I'm like, you know, I'd have to do it now, and I need to go and, you know, start it, because why not?
Right. Why not? You know, the universe always provides opportunities for us to make things happen if we just show up and just do. And so if you would have done that out of your heart,
who knows?
Yeah. Well, we know. Well,
yeah, all good. You guys
we're all
want
good.
anything?
Yeah, want something? Let me know.
But yeah, I was like, I'm going to take this and go for it now, because I mean, even if it does fail, which I hope it doesn't. Even if it does fail, at least I like tried, and I, you know, at least donated some shoes to people and helped a few people. So, but it's not going to fail.
Yeah, it's not going to fail. It sounds like it's part of your purpose.
Yeah, definitely part of my purpose.
Yeah. So it's gonna be successful, and we're gonna help her out whatever way we can, because that's what we do. We help each other out. Okay, so we talked about your favorite pair of boots. What's some of your other favorites?
Of my shoes?
Just, you know, in general, your favorites, period.
Okay, so I love elephants. I know this is like so off track.
You love elephants, huh?
like in an irrational amount. Really? So I do a lot of volunteering with the Save the Elephant Foundation.
Really?
And so this past March, I went to Thailand by myself for 10 days, and I volunteered at the Elephant Nature Park in Chiang Mai.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like the best thing I've ever done.
She's so fun, huh?
So I love elephants. I love.
So wait, how did you where did this love of elephants come from?
I love animals in general.
Okay.
And I love like dogs and cows, like any like sort of like sweet like large animal that thinks they're like a laugh thing is like everything. I love it. And so I've always loved elephants, and so I started doing all this volunteering for that, and I also volunteer for the Best Friends Society. And
what's that?
It's animal adoption.
Okay.
So cats and dogs.
Like animal best friend. Okay. I mean, not animal's best friend. Man's best friend.
Man's best friend. So I help with those different adoptions, and then New York Cares, which is feeding the homeless. So I work at different kitchens and stuff.
Nice.
But other things that I love craft beer. I do.
I don't drink, so I have no idea what that is.
It's just like small. It's not like Bud Light.
Okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with Bud Light. Censor that. But you know what? It's like a. I'll stop. And what else? I don't know. I'm super active. I love traveling. I travel a lot. I went to school for acting.
Okay.
So I sing and dance and I act.
Give us a song.
I haven't done it in so long.
When was the last time you've done it?
Oh, last time I sang was probably just a few months ago. Well, sorry, last time I sang was probably like on my walking here, but like in public just a few months ago. I've just been so focused on my full-time job that I'm always at, and then also this social media thing, which is something I really want to do too. Is like I wanted to do this like social media thing, and I also want to do it for a nonprofit, and that's what was. And that really helped me like jumpstart there, but now I'm like able to like start my own nonprofit, and it's like this is great.
Right.
But now I'm like doing the social media for my own nonprofit and social media for that one, and I'm trying to like.
Right.
So I feel kind of crazy, but yeah, I don't know. I love acting, singing, volunteering, helping people beer elephants, and Instagram. I'm really not that good on Instagram. I never know what to take a picture of.
And everyone has these like like if this is a latte, right?
Oh yeah.
So a latte would like have little elephant drawn in the I don't have those pictures. Like
I don't know, and some people have beautiful Instagrams. I mean, they're taking professional photos, this and that. I don't have that. I mean, I just take stuff of like just whatever. I'm like selfie, and I post it.
Probably 85% of my Instagram is a selfie. Like
yeah, why not?
What else am I supposed to take a picture of? Like I don't know.
Unless you're trying to develop a following, it doesn't matter. Like I mean, if you're just posting just to post, it's fine. But if you're trying to develop a following, you have to do some insider tips.
Right.
Not that I have a lot, but you need to have like some sort of theme, and you need to like not enough of a theme to be boring, but a theme to like kind of that's why people want to follow you.
Right.
Oh, I love her like coffee posts, or I love whatever, and then you have to be consistent.
Consistency is the number one thing for anything. Anything in life. Consistency in dating, consistency in setting goals, consistency and Instagram.
Yeah.
So I think what I'm going to do first is start a consistency in like getting abs. And when I get abs, I'll be consistent in posting abs on Instagram. Yeah. And that would definitely get me followers.
Yeah. Post some like body shot.
Body shot. I'm drinking coffee.
Getting abs.
Getting abs.
Drinking coffee.
About to go to the gym to get more abs. Working.
Abs here.
I mean, that really works. If you have body, it doesn't matter what you
There are some guys that literally just post pictures of, like, in the same mirror, like, every single day. I'm like, honestly, don't see the progress, but you have, like, great abs. And they have, like, 24,000 followers. I'm like, how's that happening?
It's abs.
Same mirror shot, like, same pose. And I'm like, okay.
Consistency.
Going for it.
That's what
I'm following that.
Tap.
That's why I know. That's why I know.
She's a follower of those consistent ab posts in the same mirror.
Yes. But yeah, that's kind of what it is.
So what's next for Kay Brown? And you live in Harlem.
I do. I live one stop up. Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to tell you where she is, but we live close.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both live in Harlem. And so how long have you been in New York City? You're from
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
And
hi.
I know you guys said I-O. I've been here. I just started my 4th year here. So
how do you like it here?
I love it here. This is where I've always wanted to come, and I've had more friends here than I do at home now.
Really?
At this point.
So they all migrate to New York.
Yeah, because we're all actors, and so we all came up here, and now I've been here for so long. I've made friends along the way, and at different jobs or at different,
Right.
And New York is home. I mean, Ohio will always be like, my heart, but New York at this point is home.
So what's next for you? What's next for Kay Brown?
Figuring out how to do everything.
I think we'll all be figuring that out. Maybe we can do some like seminars on how to do everything.
I need to know just like a class on how to do life.
How to do life. That is a great
how to
course.
adult.
It's ongoing, so we'll always have
how to be an adult.
Yeah. It's really hard being an adult.
Start your own like a company of which I'm so determined to do.
Right.
So I'm gonna do it. I just need to figure out how.
Right. Well, you have a vision. It sounds like you know where you want to go.
Yes.
And allowing yourself to be helped is one of those ways to get to where you... Because we can't do everything by ourselves, everybody. We need people in our lives to assist us. I don't want to get my fingernails on camera because I need to cut them. How to cut my fingernails by myself. So thank you so much. Do you have anything else to say, to inspire, to tell people?
Inspire?
Or make people laugh? I don't know. Anything else you want to share?
Oh, well.
My phone's about to die, but...
Oh yeah, phone's about to die. So let's see, anything to... just make sure you, always give back to whoever. And the one thing that inspired me to do this thing for this woman is because about a week before, a gentleman, I was on my way to work. I was getting ready to get on the subway, and I was standing at my usual coffee cart, and I realized that I didn't bring my wallet, and I was like, ugh. And I was going to be late to work if I had to go all the way back home and then come back down. And my favorite coffee guy, Larry at 135th, he gave me my coffee for free. And then the guy in back of me was like, here's $3 for you to get on the subway. I mean, he didn't have to do that. I didn't ask. Wow. So, shout out to him. And I actually saw him like 3 weeks later, and I just went and gave him a big hug. I was like, just to let you know, that was awesome.
Nice.
So, yeah, always give back because you never know. It might make somebody's day, and you never know what anybody else is going through. So maybe a little compassion can change somebody's whole life around.
So maybe I'll just go around saying I forgot to pay my rent. Maybe
I need help. Me too. We're just gonna get a GoFundMe page to pay our rent.
Hey, don't play, because he'll be up tomorrow.
I know. It'll just be like a screenshot of this clip.
All right, thank you so much for watching. This is Kay Brown. This is Brandon Live. I'll repost this somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to do with this. It'll be somewhere, but you can watch it again. Until next time, better tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
I think I just turned the camera around.
Oh, we're still live.
Yeah, we're still live. Hey, y'all. Swipe down to stop.